We're gonna do this. Watch this. We're not even gonna let him get in. We're gonna call what I call 0-point board state right here. It's a Sarian Susborn for the win right there. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. You know it was coming, guys. Vampire Eternity. You can't put 2 new vampires in the new set and not have me build a vampire gain and drain ultimate ultra black in it. You can't do it, guys. It's not possible. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put the new vampires into the thing, and I'm gonna figure out how to make them go infinite, and I'm gonna figure out a bunch of crazy loops that we can do. Look at this. A lot of 2-drops, but really just the classic vampire build for all the best stuff, including the new stuff, which just does some great work on this. So, mono black vampires, one of the all-time favorites. I hope you like it. Let's get into it. Before we do, though, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. That is a like and subscribe that is going to get you. So you got to watch out from that. Press those buttons right down there. Join us on the stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both those places we do go live, and you can hit that notification bell, so in case we go live or we post anything new, you'll be informed and be part of a notification squad. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. It's all right there in Discord in case you want to join the online community of the J Villain. And of course, this deck and all the other decks that I built are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, you go right down to the AetherHub and you will find it. So what are we talking about with Vampire Eternity? Well, it's not all vampires. Vampires do need their thralls. We have a lot of them, though. We do have 2 humans in it. And one of them is Emerald Collar, a new card, and one of them is Freedy Greebooter. Everyone's favorite buddy, Freedy Greebooter. There he is right there. 1 black and 1 scry. Whenever this creature dies, he scries 1 and creates a treasure token. Not only does this help us ramp, he is a great sacrifice fodder. That his whole point is to be sacrifice fodder. And not only that, he generates a treasure token, which is also sacrifice fodder. Sacrificing artifacts is going to be just as interesting as sacrificing creatures in this deck, thanks to some of the new technology from Edge of Eternity. We're going to go with 2 tragic trajectories on this as well, which is -2/-2 sorcery for 1 black. However, if something has warped in, or if something has left the battlefield, if permanent has left the battlefield, you get to do -10/-10. Very powerful stuff right there. Now, you could do alternatives like stab or anything else, but I do like this for big hits right there, especially late in the game, because we do have some warp ability and we do have sacrifice ability there. So those are our 2 1-drops, our good friend Freedy Greebooter and Tragic Trajectory. Now, if we're talking about straight removal, I'm going to go with 4 Bitter Triumphs. Not only is there a vampire on the card art, we have some good combos here for discarding or losing life. I'm not worried about losing life. We are going to be gaining life with this deck, decent amount, so I'm not worried about losing 3. I also love to pull the discard on the Bloodghast, okay? The discard Bloodghast is one of the best combos out there that I don't think enough people run. If you have Bloodghast in your hand and you say Bitter Triumph, you discard this, and then you can put down a land because it has landfall, and you immediately get it back. So that is going to be a great removal right there, featuring a vampire. We're also going to go 2 strategic betrayals for the forced sacrifice and the exile of people's graveyards, which is super critical. That is a very important step that we need to take to stop a lot of the meta decks right now in Mythic. Exiling people's graveyards, very useful. And that's that. As I was talking about, let's go to Bloodghast right here. 2 black, 2/1. This creature cannot block. It's a vampire spirit. It has haste as long as your opponent has 10 or less life. So as soon as it starts smelling that sweet blood, it starts going a little bit faster, which is super useful in the end game, especially if they keep killing your creatures and you keep bringing them back. The unique thing about Bloodghast is whenever a land you control enters, you return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That basically means that no matter how many times you lose it, sacrifice it, or discard it, all you need to do is play a land and it comes right back, and it could possibly have haste. So that's why I don't mind discarding it, because on turn 3, I could play destroy a creature, discard Bloodghast, put down a mana, play Bloodghast again, he's back on the board, and boom, all I cast was 2, and then I have still more stuff left. So you can run some good combos on there. Speaking of vampires and the card art, vampires on the card art everywhere, man. We're serious about this vampire stuff. Fanatical Offering, 1 black and 1 instant. As an additional cost to this spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature, draw 2 cards, and create a map token. So basically, Fanatical Offering is going to get you the things you want. Sacrifice, put the tokens on the board, artifacts, all that stuff. All that's going to be important to build into the synergy. Speaking of which, if we're doing sacrifice, here's a new card. It's called Lightless Evangel. 1 black and 1 2/2 vampire cleric, a vampire woman with a black hole in her chest. Amazing stuff right there. Whenever you sacrifice another creature or artifact, you put a 1/1 counter on this creature. That is what's really cool and important about this one, is that, like I said, if you're generating treasure tokens, which already sacrifice, or map token sacrifice, she's going to build more. Or if you specifically are sacrificing other creatures, you can get her to be bigger and bigger right there. For some good combo plays. So we're going to put Lightless Evangel in there as a 2-of. If we're talking about sacrifice even further, we're going to talk about Umbral Collar Zealot. 1 black and 1 3/2 human cleric. 100% worth it. Just an amazing uncommon card. Part of one of the infinite loops that you can build into this game right now. We're not going to be doing that one. We're going to do a different one. But a 3/2 for 2 is already good for a human cleric. The ability to voluntarily sacrifice any creature or artifact is insanely good, especially getting that Surveil. We can fill up our graveyard with whatever we want, get mana clumps out of the way, and just sacrifice as much as we can. This is going to come in handy when we have the gain and drain combos, because we're going to want to feed everything to the black hole. That is what's going to be important right there. And combining that, of course, sacrificing with Lightless Evangel and Umbral Collar Zealot is going to be a really good combo play. Of course, we're going to have the Starscream Cleric right here. 1 black and 1 2/1 Bat Cleric. Oh, it's not a vampire too? Well, it's a bat. Isn't that close enough? If it's a bat, I think that that is close enough. With the Offspring ability of 2 black and 2 flying, it cannot block. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. This is going to be important for a number of reasons, because we need this to do our infinite loop with Bloodthirsty. It also is going to enhance the Caesarian Voidborn combination plays that you have. We're going to talk about that in a second. So this is going to be our gain and drain combo piece that can also be an aggressive flyer as we go in. We already talked about Strategic Betrayal for the Exile of Graveyard. It's going to be good anti-meta right there. Those are going to be our 2-drops, generally speaking. Bloodghast, of course, is a fantastic card to do any of these sacrifices and bring back over and over and over again. Now, we talk about Caesarian Voidborn here. This is the one that is the great combo piece that really fits in really well. Because, again, the new tech of Mono Black from Edge of Eternities is that you get gain and drain not only off creatures, but off artifacts. So that's why generating treasure tokens and map tokens is super cool and important. You have Warp 2/1 on this, Warp 1 black. It is 2 black and 2/2. Whenever this creature, another creature, or artifact you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So if you know you're about to sacrifice a bunch of stuff, you can warp this guy in for 1, sacrifice a bunch of things, either by using Umbral Collar and feeding them all to Lightless Evangel right there, which will pump Lightless Evangel, give you gain and drain, because if we start sacrificing map tokens, creatures, and treasure tokens, guess what? All of those are gain and drain triggers. The gain and drain triggers synchronize with Starscrape Cleric right there. So anytime that we gain 1, they also lose 1 and lose an additional 1 for all of that as well. Everything that we do, so no matter if we do artifacts, enchantments, everything that we do, we get a combination play off as it goes. So everything works together in Mono Black as it goes right there. You want to make it worse, guys? You want to make it more painful for them? Do you want to make them suffer even worse? You got to put 4 Bloodlight of Aclazotz into the game. Arguably the most powerful 4-drop black in the game. Probably number 1. Arguments can be made for number 2, but it is clearly one of the best. 3 black and 1 2/4 Vampire Demon. If an opponent would lose life during your turn, they lose twice that much life instead. Damage causes life loss. So now you're getting yourself set up. You don't even have to have, you can warp in Caesarean Voidborn on this. All you need to do, really, if you have Caesarean Voidborn and Umbral Collar Zealot and Bloodletter, every single hit, even Starscrape Cleric, every single hit will cost, every artifact and creature will cost them 2 life, will make them lose 2 life. With Bloodletter on the board, it makes them lose 4 life. So you're talking about sacrificing 3 or 4 creatures, they're going to lose 12 life. It's insane. It is a huge amount of drain that you can pull off without even interacting with your opponent. It's just by feeding people, by sacrificing and feeding them to the black hole, which is what the Monoists want in-game. You gain that much power and drain that much life from them, doing that combination play right there. Meanwhile, the other vampire is growing stronger the more stuff that you feed in there. So that is going to be a really, really cool combo play on top of that. Not only that, just doing raw damage, swinging in with big creatures, even flying creatures, or aggro is going to just do a huge amount of vampire damage on top of that as well. Of course, the pièce de résistance, the finisher, is going to be the Bloodthirsty Conqueror. 2 black and 3, 5-drop, 5/5 Vampire Knight. This is exquisite blood as a person. Flying Death Touch, whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. Now here is the part that everybody hates. This is the one that gets everyone angry. If you have Starscrape Cleric and you have Bloodthirsty Conqueror, a cascade of either 1 life gain or 1 life drain will cause an infinite loop. Because whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. And whenever an opponent loses life, whenever you gain life, they lose. So whenever you gain, they lose, and whenever they lose, you gain. It goes on that way forever and ever and ever and ever until they're dead. That is an infinite loop vampire gain and drain for your pleasure right there. Not only that, a lot of times it's tricky to get off the gain and drain loop, because you would say, well, I have to do damage to your opponent. Whenever an opponent loses life, I have to do damage to them or something. Not so much. All you need to have is a Caesarean Voidborn and an artifact on the battlefield. And you can either crack the artifact open, you can crack a map token open, you've sacrificed an artifact, you start the gain and drain cycle. You can sacrifice a creature with Umbral Collar Zealot, or sacrifice a map or a treasure, and immediately with Caesarean Sussborn right here, you will start an infinite loop. So you only need 2 cards. The 3rd card is your stick Kickstarter. You don't even need to look at your opponent. They could have 50 blockers on the board, it doesn't matter. As long as you have something to sacrifice into the black hole, the infinite drain begins and they lose the game, no matter what happens. So that is very much fun. You will see that go off tonight. It's one of my favorite combos. A lot of people don't like it, but I like it, and I'm Jay. 22 mana right there, 22 swamps, 2 Cavern of Souls as it goes. Choose vampire or human. We look at this thing, 27 creatures, 16 vampires. We also have a lot of, we have bats and humans in here as well. That's pretty much it. 6 instants, 4 sorceries, 24 lands, and a 2.4 average. Pretty simple. It is Vampire Eternity for all time, featuring my man Vito. Through the blood of the wicked we shall be redeemed. Hallelujah, amen. As far as I could tell, also for other removals and stuff like that, you could run the Rush of Dread for the instant kill for Bloodletter of Aclazotz. That's a fun one. Withering Torment's a great way to get rid of enchantments. Carsey Revenant's not a bad 3-drop either, in case you want to do that. Nowhere to Run's good for Hexproof. We talked about Stab. The only specific thing I'd tell you on the sideboard, you're going to run into artifacts or board wipes or a bunch of other stuff that you don't like, especially Azorius artifacts or something like that, control. I would recommend having a little bit of discard so you can help kind of get in the way of your opponent's plan. If they have some sort of exile cards, they have Ultima, they have all kind of other weird things that they want to run against you, some sort of discard is going to help kind of take away the key pieces of whatever deck they might be running. So my only recommendation really is, on your best of 3, get your discard stuff right there. So Vampire Eternity, we are in Mythic rank, about 90% Mythic rank. Did good tonight, had a fun time. Let's get to draining, guys. Everyone goes into the black hole. Leave a comment, tell me what you think. Boop, 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 boop. Voidborn. Timeline Crawler, good one. We all enjoy a nice Timeline Crawler. That's kind of the joke, Josef Peña. I like that it's a PNG that just kind of floats there. I think it's funny. Now, the main important thing to remember about this is that I think it's funny. Yeah, I don't know when it's due. That's the only thing that I can think of that would suddenly change. Hey, what's up, Matt Paul? Yeah, I think it's funny when the helmet stays the same place and my head is moving around. Timeline crawler, delicious crawler. We're going a little slow here, guys. We're gonna need some more early removal for these aggro decks, I think. A little bit more removal for these aggros. Let's say discard a card. Boom. Boom. You know, I really don't know. Yeah, I as a content creator, I'm a bit lost as to what to do. Do I do Spider-Man theme? Do I do the Omen Path theme? I don't know. I'm really at a loss as to what to do for Omens versus Spider-Man. Do I add a Venom symbiote behind me? You know, is that something that I can add, or do we do something generic fantasy? Do I put an Omen Path behind me, like a portal, that triangle portal thing? I don't know. These are the questions that we need to ask ourselves in the dark watches of the night. Yeah. Do I just put a spider mask over my face that only floats there as a PNG? Yeah. Do I put... Well, I don't really like Doc Ock. Exactly. I really am not sure what to... I'm not sure what to put out, man. I don't know. Because it's not... There's no fucking Spider-Man. That's the thing. Like... They're not actually... There's no Spider-Man in the game. So... At the end of the day, what are we doing? You know. I also have a problem of, I've never had this issue with Arena. It's always been 1-for-1. So, do I tell people, oh, this is a Spider-Gwen deck, this is a Venom deck, when on Arena it's not that card? Or I just say for the... Because there's people who watch my videos and then go play Paper. It's not all Arena players. They go, hey, thanks, man. I'm going to make this for Friday Night Magic. So they're taking product and they're going to, you know, Paper play with it. So what do I tell them? Do I say, do I put up both cards? I don't know. I've thought about it. I've talked to some other creators about it. It's going to be a weird, situation. That's the one that he needed to do. Down to 3. So yeah, I'm kind of at a bit of a loss about how to present Spider-Man for the audience. Would you prefer that I ignore the fact that it's Spider-Man and just focus that it's Omen Paths? Do you want to see both? I mean, it's double work for me too, for me to go to every card. All right, well, this one is Spider-Ham, but also it's called on Arena. It's called XYZ. Like, it kind of doubles my workload, man. So, from what I understand, they have the rights to make Spider-Man Magic cards. They do not have the rights to make a Spider-Man card video game. Either Marvel Snap has exclusive rights to Spider-Man card games, or Insomniac has exclusive rights to Spider-Man video games. I don't know which one. Somebody owns the exclusive digital rights of Spider-Man, and I don't know who has what. That's the real question. Buggerman. Yeah, it could be Snap. It could be Snap. It could be anything. It could be Sony and not Marvel. And also Sony exclusively holds the rights to make Spider-Man video games, which they gave that license to Insomniac, the makers of Ratchet and Clank, to make Spider-Man video games. They've made 3 of them so far. So the question is, who is the digital rights holder for games? I don't know, because there's Fortnite and Lego. Okay, so I don't really know. That's the answer. I don't know who owns the exclusive rights to video game property of Spider-Man. I don't believe that Wizards would be as, call it, I guess, lazy. I don't think that they would be as cheap as to just say, we don't care about digital rights. I'm sure they wanted them. In my opinion, my opinion is that they were literally legally not allowed to have them. Somebody was legally not allowed to make those cards. So that's my thinking, is that there was a complete breakdown of their ability to do that. I don't think that they would on purpose do that. So I just don't think it's feasible for them to have done that. I don't think they would have. It's Fortnite, so it's got to be Sony. It's probably not Insomniac. It's got to be Sony. The rights holder is either Snap, maybe it's Tencent. Tencent might have. I think Snap is owned by the same people who own TikTok, which is Tencent, or is it ByteDance? It might be ByteDance. Somebody owns the rights. Somebody owns the rights to the digital release of a card game. Probably Snap. I would imagine it's Snap, or whoever the holder is. What's up, Kaztan? Yeah, it is not. It's not great. It's obviously, as I often call it, suboptimal. No blocks. Oof. Because he can do this. We're gonna do this. Suboptimal. Boom. I gained 10 life. There we go. Hey, what's up, True Yellow? How you doing? Kaztan, what's up? Am I going to stream Silksong? I am part of the Silk Sanity. I don't know if I'm going to do Silksong. I think everyone is doing Silksong. I think literally everyone on the face of the earth. If I have this correct. How much is this going to be? Okay, so he can sacrifice. He can do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm a little worried here because he can sacrifice that to do 2 more. So that's going to be 9. That's 9 and 4 is 13. 13 and 2 is 15. So I think I can let it through, right? I think I can let it through. Yeah, he can only do 2 here. Okay. Boom. Let's go. 2 damage to any target. Yeah, the Silksong memes are a lot of fun, man. He doesn't have any more ammo. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it's free. I have Game Pass Ultimate, so it's going to be free. I could install it right now for the Silk Sanity. Maybe I'll do it. I've been watching the Silksong, the Silk Sanity for a long time. I just feel like it's so hyped. What if instead of playing a deck of Magic cards, I just played nothing? And I just looked at you for 30 minutes. Very strange behavior. Very, very strange behavior, I must say. Hey, thank you for following Manaman. Manaman rating with a party of 8. Oh my goodness. I didn't even know Manaman played, had a fucking Twitch channel. I was unaware of this completely. You're not ramping, Llanowar Elf. Sorry, you gotta bolt the bird. Oh my goodness. Let me give a shout out to Manaman here. Choco. Manaman, by the way, when we did that Golgari, that popped off. That was a Manaman deck. Just so you're all aware. The pop-off Golgari was a Manaman deck. In case y'all were wondering. Boom, he's gonna pump. From here to villain, hell yeah. Bristly Bill. Okay, we have Bristly Bill there. He's gonna go in. Is it worth getting the... Is it worth getting the extra cards? I think so. I think it's worth getting extra cards. I'll take the 5. I know that seems counterintuitive, but this is what I'm going to do here. Yeah, we definitely want that. Alright, we're going to do this. We're going to hold steady. We'll have enough for removal. So if we can, if he doesn't absolutely fucking overwhelm me here, I think we can get in some damage. I think we can get in some thick, girthy damage. Speaking of girth. Oh, he's going to fight me. He's going to fight me. He's got some fight cards in hands. Bristly Bill. You got to do it Old West. You got to do it. That's the reason I do that is he's from not New Capenna, whatever the fuck the place of that name is. He's Bristly Bill. He's oh, Spring Bloom, very nice. So that's going to be double the amount. So I got to lose Caesarian Sussborn here. He gets to do 2. Oof, oof. That's going to be... Oh, he's going to put it on there. Okay. 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 14. Okay. He's going to do 14 damage. Or 13, rather. We'll do none. Ooh, very nice. My turn. Unfortunately, I'm afraid it's bad news. I'm afraid it's bad news, guys. I'm afraid it's bad news, folks. Take him downtown. You hate to see it happen, guys. But you got to get your teeth right in their neck. Yeah, that's called the jugular vein. That's called the jugular vein. And that's where the blood flows the best. That's what we call cactus juice right there. That's what we call the old cactus juice. Never gets old, guys. Never gets old. Boop, 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 boop. By the way, I set that trigger off by sacrificing a... I set that off by sacrificing a artifact. Jugular, I blare no. Wrecked him. Damn near killed him. Alright, let's do that. Yeah, this is the new EOE Vamps. I'm probably going to lose this game because this guy is going to be running artifacts, and black can't deal with artifacts. Only if he is exceptionally slow and clunky and he doesn't get the cards he needs. But generally, they get the cards they need. There's Repurposing Bay. More like Reporpoising Bay, am I right? Because it's a dolphin. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so he's going to sacrifice this 2-banger for his 3-banger. And he'll get what he needs there. The best case scenario we have here is he fucking bumbles this. Is he fucking, Rat Boy, you see what I'm doing, Rat Boy? I bet you didn't even notice. I bet you didn't even notice what I'm doing, man. You didn't even pay attention. You didn't even care. There's his, Simulacrum. Very nice. Scry. Alright, I do kind of need a mana here. Perfect. We're going to do Vance. We're going to do this. Boof, boof. Down to 12. I feel like if he's not exiling everything, I still think I can win. Yeah, I can win. If he doesn't hit me with 50 exiles here, I can get it. If he hits bad, this is going to be a dice roll. Whether or not he hits bad or not. If he hits like dog shit, we're good. If he hits beautiful and he gets 5 different exiles, we're toast. That is toast. That's Toast City, USA. That's Toast City, USA right there, guys. That is Toast-a-rooney. That is not good. So we're gonna do this. This. And we're gonna go in. Bango, we're gonna have a removal. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. If he whiffed on this and we would have had our stuff, we would have been okay. But no, he hit bangers. Braided net, that's fine. Let's do that. Boom. Boom. We put down you. Braided net, he's going to net that up. Boom. Tapped. Now, with Authority, he could be running Split Up for the fucking memes here. But if he's got 50 more exiles, the problem is there's so many artifacts that exile now that it's very tricky to not to not get for them to not get what they want. He's also got Repurposing Bay, which he can specifically go request something. Yeah, so he's got exiles and exiles, which is that's the issue. If the problem of this deck specifically isn't so much the artifacts, it's the fact that there is so much steady removal that requires you to have 5 or 6 exile cards loaded and ready to go. You have to be able to crack all of these open, and you just don't have the you just don't have the bandwidth to do that. Especially black doesn't have the capability to do it. If I was running a green deck, maybe we could bust open a few key ones, but black is utterly ruined against is ruined against that, especially if he's going to pull the exiles off the top. Yeah, black doesn't have has no artifact control, which is the problem. And again, he could have whiffed. He could have rolled nothing on that hit and got a couple things of garbage. It could have been 3 manas and a fucking clay-fired brick, and he would have been dead. Discard can theoretically handle it. They draw really fast too, so I don't know if discard can really deal with that much. I don't know if it can deal with that much stuff in its face, as it were. But no, I mean, he exiled. How many times did he exile? 4 or 5 times? 4 or 5 creatures? They're just never going to let you have board state. It's part of the problem here. Here we go. We're talking about you. We have the discard. Boom. Lightless Evangel. Okay. Do that. Alright, Surveil. Caesarian Sussborn. Let's put down you. Let's put down you. Let's flash you in. Let's go in. Pop, pop. Fizz, fizz. Sacrifice. Boom. The triple play there. Boop, 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 boop. A mana? Sure. Why not? Sure. Why not? Caesarian Sussborn. Okay. He's got a thing. He's got stock up. Okay. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Sure, we'll do that. We'll take a black off the top. Pop, pop. I could sacrifice 2. No, if he runs a board wipe, we can get him. We'll hold off on that. Pretty aggro here. He went for 2. Beza, we're going to do this. Watch this. We're not even going to let him get in. We're gonna call what I call 0-point board state right here. Caesarian Sussborn for the win right there. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hey, what's up, AA Ron Balake? AA Ron Crook. Alright, nice. Didn't even let him out. Oof. Oof. Hey Jay, hope everything's gonna question you. Do you think 4 rest in peace is too much hate for VV Cauldron? For your sideboard, no, I think that's the right amount of hate for VV Cauldron. I think that's the accurate amount. 4 rest in peace is perfectly fine. I often, if you're running white and you're doing best of 3, you should have rest in peace unless you're running a reanimator as well. It depends how much you're doing. more than anything else here. Alright, let's do this. Caesarian Sussborn. Let's get you out. Oof. Let's push you in. I could put Sephiroth in this to make it faster, but I'm not sure if I want to. Boom. Okay. Money outweighing troubles on the skitter beam. How do I feel about Abzan? It's fine. It's perfectly fine. You know. It's an alright way to do things, you know. Let's see if he does a pump here. Boof, boof, boof. Urban Disturbance. Okay. He's gonna draw a card. Mobilize. That's that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Alaya, guided by the light. Wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the night. You gonna sacrifice her? No. Lightning Helix. Oh, you're getting sacrificed. You're not getting that life off, man. Come on. What are you thinking, bro? Yeah, I'll take that. That's good. Oof. Hit me for the 3, bro. You're gonna draw a card, but I guarantee you you're gonna be worse for wear for it. Boom, boom, boom. Oof, oof, oof. Streamer Headliner. Okay. Alright, boom, boom. He gets all the triggers right there. Boof, 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 boof. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. My turn. Caesarian Sussborn. Let's drop the Akhlazats. Let's go in. Pop, pop. Okay. Okay. I think I got him here. I don't think he's going to gain that much back. 9 Scar, how you doing, man? He's going to run in on me here. I'm going to let it happen. I don't give a shit. Let him run in on me. I don't think there's enough damage that he can do. Umbral Collar him. Okay. Gain. Gain. Down. The 5-banger? Yeah, I'll take it. Oh, this guy's cooked, dude. The Gasters are gonna, the WD Gasters are gonna get him. WD Gaster from Toby Fox's Undertale. Haster. Turkey Baster. Get him. Pop, pop, pum. There you go. There you go. Yes, we got to get their life down so the Gasters can do their thing. That's the trick. Oh, look out of the game. I'm not kidding. The control players play slow on purpose. They'll run out the timer on purpose. Oh man, we're on the fucking draw. Every time we're on the fucking draw, we're gonna lose. We have such a bad record on the draw. We need to move a little faster here, man. Been on the draw 5 fucking times in a row, and it's not working for us. Alright, we're gonna put down Bloodgaster. Go faster. No, control players do it on purpose. It's 100% a strategy to slow roll you. It's not even Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Okay, so this is a Kona Reanimator. Let's do this. Boom. let's do this. Tragic trajectory, I'll take it. Sacrifice that. Boom. I'll take it. Boom. Yeah, there we go. He's gonna put down Kona. And do that. Oh, Virtue Persistence, okay. He didn't do it. The Surremo, there's Kona. There's Kona Beastie. We'll put down you. Landfall it. You. Bang it. Okay. Let's do that. See if he's got the protection. Nope. Does not. Probably has another cone in his hand. Or a sweeper. Smuggler Surprise. Mill. Okay. Ooh, he had a lot of good stuff to put down, huh? Got a lot of good cash and prizes here, huh, guy? A lot of cash and prizes. Puts that. This is going to activate. He's going to say, okay, so that'll be my blocker and I'll be able to survive. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Yeah. These Kona decks, if you can see them coming because they start putting station stuff down. You can start seeing these Kona decks. You just have to have a stock removal. Generally speaking, they're completely relying almost entirely on getting Kona out. And if you can stock the kill, you're usually going to be all right. I ground an own Ugin deck with emotional damage yesterday. Second my graveyard and gain 70 life. Not bad. Sid, I don't know if Sid is any good, man. Is Sid good? I don't think he's fucking worth it, right? Like, he's not good? Like, he's kind of sucks? What does he do? Like, what could he possibly do that would be good and interesting? I don't think anything, really. Discard a card, kill you, get rid of blood gas, boom. Oh, I keep forgetting, man. I'm so busy, bro. I'm so busy, I keep forgetting to do the, take action, strategic betrayal, let's get rid of you, we don't need you casting any cards. Alright, let's put on Lightless Evangel. Okay, Lion's Mane. Lion's Mane and Ashwagandha. So we're gonna do this. We'll hold steady. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Boom. Offspring it. Boom. What's he got for me here? Authority of the consoles, that sucks. Essence Channeler, that sucks. He's gonna go in for 2. We're gonna do this. I don't need that. I need something better than that. Turn. Johnny's Pride Mate. Okay. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. Yeah, that's what we want. Drop you. Take action. Oh, I fucked up. Get lost. Okay, we baited it out then. Because he would have kept that removal. Alright. Now we drop it. Fanatical Offering, I'll take it. Johnny's Pride Mate, nope, he's dead. He is dead. He is 6 different kinds of dead here. Get him. Loop him.
Why? Take him out of this audience. Kill him. Sick him. Demons, suck his life out.
I don't give a shit. There we go. Bum 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 bum. All right, that's good. Happy with that one. Bam 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 bam. You love it? I love it too. Ops goes first. I have been on the draw, by the way, guys. The next time we're on the play, we'll stop. How about that, guys? I've been on the draw for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. And I do worse on the draw. So, you know, there's that. I do far worse on the draw. I do like Strategic Betrayal here for the... I don't know what Surveil stuff he's doing. Let's put down Lightless Evangel. Might be a fight card. Okay, I think it's Roots. Agatha's. Swamp. Put down you. No, want to attack? Let's do no attacks. Okay. It's got nothing in the graveyard yet. Rundebelt Maverick. I got all the luck. He can do that. He can put the VV on that. I'll take the 3. Bango. That's that. I'll put this down. Let's see what he wants to fucking, let's see what he wants to do here, man. He's got the kill card. Oof. That. A mana would win the game. A mana would win the game. If he's got something else, it's not gonna help. If he's got a kill card, or if he's setting up again, a mana would win the game, though. So let's see what he's got. I'm just gonna keep taking damage, though. Whatever this is, it's either a counterspell or a kill, and he's either going to win the game or lose the game. He's going to lose.
Why? Take him out of the audience. Kill him. Sick him. Demons, suck his life out.
I don't give a shit. Don't know what was going on there. We're back on our grind, though. Despite having been on the draw 9 times, demons suck his life out. I don't give a shit. Roots with red. I think it's a Jund. It could have been Jund Fling. It could have been Jund anything, really. David Salazar, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. El Salazar. Oh my goodness. All right, well, I said this is going to be the last one because we went first. Let's do this. Do this. All right. Umbral Collar, I think, goes next, and we sacrifice it. Green, is it Stompy? It is Stompy. So we're going to do this. Boom. Boom. We're going to hold steady. I'm going to do that. Believe it or not, we're pretty good against mono green. We don't need another mana just yet. It's telling me to get another mana. My turn. Let's put that down. Let's see if he wants to trade. He could have the pump here, too. I don't think he wants to trade. Let's get the damage in that we can get in. Okay. Bristly Bill. Does this guy not have any mana? Alright, that's going to be 10 damage. He's cooked unless he has a fight card. My man kept the 2-lander, or he didn't draw into it. Holy shit. That sucks, bro. My man kept the 2-lander. Oof. Big oof, bud. Big oof, bud. Is there an instant that gives you fucking reach? If there is, now would be the time to use it. Nope. There's just an instant that kills them. Okay. Yeah, easy peasy. We do quite well against green. With the suppression we have and the life gain, they usually aren't able to get set up. That's not terrible. 3.6 for Oinkin. Not great, not terrible. Man, I had to do the new vampires. I had to do a little bit of vampire sacrifice on them. You know what I mean? I had to get it in. I had to get it in to get it in to fit it in. You know, I got to, man. Listen, what am I doing? How can I call myself J Villain if I don't make a deck with the new vampires, man? We got a couple of them. We got Caesarian Sussborn, which I played with, but I haven't done the Lightless Evangel, which was actually a fun card to do that feeds off the sacrifice that we can play with, using Umbra Collar, Bloodghast, and all the other Resurrection and the other sacrifices that we do have as it goes on here. So, not a bad time. And believe it or not, even our instant has a vampire on it. So that's fun. Even our instants have vampires. So, you know, because a black hole is really, when you think about it at the end of the day, a cosmic vampire who sucks the life out of you. We'll leave it right there, guys. Thank you for coming, and I hope you like vampires as much as I do.